Good evening. I'm Commissioner Monica Parmar, and I call the meeting for February 10th of the Library Commission to order. Mark, could you please do the Pledge of Allegiance?
Sure. I don't see the flag. Oh, there it is. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you so much. And tonight we have a new commissioner, Commissioner Laurel Ford. If you could introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Laurel Ford, and I'm delighted to be on the Library Commission. I served on the Park, Recreation, and Education Commission for many years and was chair of that. And I really value my opportunities to be a part of our city and to participate in these opportunities for community involvement. I also wanted to say that I did attend the holiday tea that our librarian, Barbara Lockwood, hosted, and it was wonderful. And so it was a great introduction to the whole library community, and I'm looking forward to serving on this commission.
Thank you so much, and we welcome you on the commission. And Commissioner Mark Scheer, would you like to, we haven't seen you for a little bit, would you like to say a few words?
Glad to be back, and it's good to be here and welcome. I also came through the Parks and Rec Commission, so that's great.
At this time, are there any public comments? No public comments. According to the consent calendar, if we could do an approval for the minutes? If I could have a motion?
I move we approve the minutes.
Second.
The minutes have been approved from September 30th, 2024.
Motion for the December minutes.
I ask for a motion for the December 9th, 2024 minutes.
So moved.
The minutes for the December 9th meeting have also been approved. And at this time, if we have new business, Barbara?
The new business is the Library Commission reorganization, and the recommendation is that the Library Commission should vote to select a president and vice president. Is there any nominations?
I would like to nominate Monica for president.
Thank you. I accept the nomination. And I would love to nominate Laurel, as she has so much experience on the commissions, as vice president.
I would love to do that. Thank you.
And hi, Lily. Sorry, I didn't get to say hi to you. Did you want to say a few words too? We haven't seen you since the holidays.
Not really, but I'm excited to be here, and I'm really excited to hear about all that's going on at the library right now.
It's awesome. Thank you. Thanks for being here too. I know it's a busy time for all the kids. So the reorganization, is there anything else that, okay. I make a motion to pass the votes for the reorganization of the Library Commission.
So moved.
Second.
And the motion has been passed for the reorganization. Commissioner Monica Parmar will be president, and Commissioner Laurel Ford will be vice president. And moving on now to the City of Calabasas Library Annual Report. Thank you, Barbara.
Thank you. At our last meeting, I went over the statistics that I had to report to the California State Library. And after that, I usually do a narrative report. So I'll just go over some of the quick things, and I'd like you really to, if you have any changes or recommendations, you see any mistakes, please let me know. You know, it's going to be published on the library website, so I want to make sure it's accurate. Commissioner Park last time was very nice to let me know that I had made a mistake in saying it was, I had said it was operating cost when in fact it was the income. So I appreciate her telling me that, because I want everything correct. So if you do have any changes, you're not going to hurt my feelings. So, starting with the report, let me get to it for a minute. As you all recall, last fiscal year was our 25th anniversary celebration of the library. And we had a big celebration in October of 2023. The anniversary was actually in July, but we had so many things going with summer reading that we wanted to do a big event, and we held it in October. It was very successful. During COVID, we had more patrons become aware of our e-media. So you'll see that in the statistics, our e-media now is circulating more than our physical items, which is very interesting. Let's see, the library increased live programming, although a few programs still are on Zoom or a hybrid. We have a Wednesday morning book club that's hybrid, that some people come in and then we have a Zoom too. We have increased, and I'll go through some of the programs as I go through this. This is just a year in review. One of the cool things this summer was we had a One County, One Book program with LA County and the 18 independent libraries in Los Angeles County. We had our book clubs read LA Weather by Maria Amparo Escondon, and at the end of this, they had a big celebration downtown with the author. They had a band, and it was fun. We had it shown on Zoom for our patrons. We have increased our outreach programs. We've been working with Calabasas Chamber of Commerce. Some of our librarians visited the farmers market and local schools, and as usual, the library hosted several class visits from both public and private schools in the area. So that's increased since COVID. Obviously, we stopped that at that time. One of the sad things that happened last year or in 2023, was Ellen Pangarliotis, one of our original library commissioners, and we used to call her the mother of the library, because she actually got us out of the county system and started our library. She passed away, so we had a special presentation in the senior corner, where we had a lot of her family and dignitaries come, and it was a very nice event. So I was saying Hidden Hills withdrew their funding for the library, but our income from local property tax will continue to fund the library.
Can we ask a question?
Sure, of course.
Is there a difference between the funding that has been withdrawn and the tax revenues that are going to fund the library? In other words, do we have less money to work on?
Yes, definitely. They used to provide about $500,000 a year to us. So I think the other commissioners know this, but we had to really reduce our e-media purchases, because that's what they funded primarily. And unfortunately, too, we had a lot of databases that were provided free from the state library, and that was from COVID funding, so that has also decreased. But if you'll see from our figures, if you go through this, we still are providing a lot of programs. We're still providing a lot of physical and digital materials, and we end up with a $200,000 surplus. So we've been tightening our belt, but we still are very fiscally aware. So we're, knock on wood, we're okay for now.
Great.
I'm not going to go through a whole bunch of this. People could read this on our agenda packet, and it'll be on the website. So I went through all the stats at the last meeting, but some of the interesting, so we don't have to go through the circulation and collection and all that again. The grants, though, are fairly interesting, because that wasn't anything I talked about at the last meeting. We still have the Zip Books grant. And for people that don't know, it's just a super cool program. We get funding from the state, and if we don't have a book in our collection that a patron wants, we can order it directly from Amazon. It gets sent to their house, and when they're finished with it, it comes back to the library and we put it in our collection. So it's really great for people, especially for students who say, I have to read a book, this week, and you don't have it, and I don't want to pay for it. So we have it sent to their house, and they read it and bring it back to us, and then we have it for everyone else in the community. So that's very good. The California State Parks Pass is still being provided to us, which was nice, because they were actually going to eliminate that, the state library. But it was such a popular program that they've decided to fund it through, I believe, December of next year.
Oh, okay.
So that's good. For people that don't know, it provides a free pass to many, many California state parks. Malibu Creek State Park is one of them, and the beach, the lagoon, Malibu Lagoon. So in this area, it's very popular.
And it's a physical pass that's.
It's a physical pass, and it's for the free parking, which saves $15
Yes.
a lot of times at Malibu Lagoon. And then the new one we received this year is the Ready or Not Cultural Heritage Disaster Preparedness Project. We had a young man from the state library. He's actually from another different organization, but affiliated with the California State Library, who looked at our archival collection, and we told him what we needed. This is interesting, because I'm going to talk about the fires later, but he said the biggest threat is water. And so we got this grant to make sure that we can move the collection quickly. So Brian Rooney, our archivist, he bought, with Carolyn Stewart, the librarian, they bought a bunch of archival boxes and put all the papers and photos in there, so that if we have to move, we move quickly. We put together all sorts of informational packets for our staff. So, if something happens, they have everybody's phone numbers and storage facilities and moving vans, so we can get all the stuff out of that collection really quickly. And as usual, we still have the grant from the Scenic Broadband, which funds our Wi-Fi. So and we've had that for several years, like 10 years. So the next couple pages are just pictures, so some of the pictures, the Adult Book Club, Baby STEM program, Pause to Read, which is really popular. I like the Baby STEM program, though. We've had a couple things with the babies on the floor doing things. Writers Club, Lily is in charge of the Writers Club, which is great. Did you want to say anything about the Writers Club?
Well, we just had a meeting, I think last week, and it went really well. We were in the conference room instead of outside, which was really exciting. But it was really great. It's been going really well, and I'm really excited for what the year brings. Oh, especially I've been going to Girl Scout meetings as part of my Girl Scout Gold Award, and I've been handing out flyers because I'm teaching the Girl Scout Junior Scribe Badge, which has to do with creative writing. So each of the Girl Scouts that I teach this badge to, I give them a flyer about the Writers Club. So I'm hoping that some of them come and I get more people, which would be really cool for me.
That's great. Here's a picture of Willow School Outreach Program. The librarians went there and provided some information on our Maker Box programs.
Nice, okay.
And at that time, I believe they met, in the booth next to them was someone from the robotics club or some kind of robotics group. Maybe Lily, you might know this, but they brought them in to the library, and they did all this stuff with Legos. They put the Legos move and do all these things, and it was really fun.
Cool, yeah.
They had a snake. Did we tell you about that already? It was so funny. It was made out of Legos, and it actually moves, and it gets close to you, and it spits.
Oh, wow.
That was a very successful program. It was a lot of fun. The fun fair we do every year. I'm not sure we're going to do the fun fair again this year. I think we're going to do something else to replace it. Carolyn's working on that. You know, we use the multipurpose room for community programs. This one that's pictured was an informational program on Ukraine. But we have all, you know, we have the historical society coming there and, you know, all sorts of people. Summer reading program on the next page, really popular, as you know. This is a picture from when authors Lee Goldberg and Greg Hurwitz were there. You see all the people. We get close to 200 people, I think, when they come. And then the next pictures were just from the 25th anniversary party. And then the next page is the Library Commission. And these are, you know, every year we have the students who volunteer for us come and we give them an award. So this is a picture of that. And then this is, I cheated a little because I was talking about the Friends of the Library, but the Friends of the Library tea fundraiser was actually this fiscal year. But I thought the picture was so nice that I wanted to put it in. And it was a really fun event. And I think the Friends raised about more than $600.
Oh, wow.
So I hope we can do something like that again.
That's nice.
And just quickly, that's the library staff, we don't have to go into that. Library budget, you'll see we talked about this at the last meeting. But you can see all the figures here, and for the people out in the audience, you can go on our website and look at the budget. So again, the total revenue was 2.7 million. Total operating expenditures 2.5. We have a change in fund balance, $201,210. So we're still.
I just wanted to say,
Doing all right, I guess. Yes.
Barbara, I wanted to congratulate you because as much as you said it and you put it in the budget and everything, but for anyone who wasn't there, our 25th anniversary celebration was amazing. And everybody worked so hard to put that together. It had amazing attendance as well. And everyone had so much fun. And I think it was a great way to expose people that don't normally realize some of the work that you guys do to the library. So it was a really exciting city event that was put on. I know Ann and I both enjoyed ourselves immensely. You could see from the photos. But, you know, thank you so much for that. That's, you know, that was a big integral part of the last year. So it definitely needs to be mentioned.
Oh, thank you. And, you know, after talking about the annual report, you can see at the end of your packet, we have all the flyers for programs. And again, I say this every time, but all that information is on our Calabasas Library website.
Thank you so much, Barbara.
You're welcome.
So we're going to move on to oral reports. And the report that Barbara has, and our events and calendars flyers.
Did anybody have any any changes to my report or anything you want to add, or?
I do have one question.
Yes.
Under fees and recovery, didn't we stop the charging for late books? And things?
Fines, yes, we did.
So is that fee, the income, a remnant of that, or is that other things?
It's other things, and that's actually something I'd like to talk to you about at the next meeting.
Okay.
And have it on the agenda. We have current fees for non-residents for using the study rooms and for the multi-purpose room. We also have, and I'd like to change some of those, and I'll go into it at the next meeting. I'll write a whole report on why I want to do that. But we also charge fees for lost books and for printing. And I think that's it. Yeah, printing, lost books, and the rooms.
Thank you.
Well, this looks like a fun calendar. February.
We just recently had, I didn't have it in the report, a picture, but of the adult crafts.
Oh, nice, yeah.
I
You
think
guys made
Commissioner Ford
paper and-
sometimes attends.
Yes.
I've been, yeah.
Yeah,
Very cute.
so we just had one recently where they made Valentine cards that lit up.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Should I do my report?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yes, please.
First of all, I handed out a picture of the senior corner to put that up. I know last time I said I was going to do a fiscal report, but we were lucky enough to the same businessman that gave us the couch and the chair, gave us the rug and plants.
Oh, nice.
So we had, I know
Aw.
you had wanted to add that.
Yes.
And then the lighting, they're just going around, I had put this in last year as a capital project to redo all the lighting in the library
Yes,
for
I remember.
LED. So I think that'll solve the lighting problem in this room too.
Oh, okay.
Good.
And as far as adding another bookshelf, I think we can wait on that.
Okay. It looks really nice.
So the fiscal impact was zero.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
We like to hear that.
All right. So that's that, and anyone could come visit that now when they want to and relax in there. The other thing I was going to talk about from my librarian's report were the fires. We all, the city had set up the EOC, the Emergency Operations Center, in this room. And they were unbelievable. They stayed there the whole week, was it? I think they were there 24/7. Some of the city staff, I don't think they went home for days. They, they had 12-hour shifts. They were monitoring all the time. And we were tasked with keeping the library open so that, because much of the town didn't have power. So a lot of people came to the library for warmth, first of all, because it was cold and windy, and to power their devices. So the library was really, really busy.
To use the internet.
Yeah, use the internet, just, plug in their phones. The Southern California Edison had a resource center in the Founders Hall that they kept, I think they were there from 8 to 10 every day. And they provided some emergency, like backup power sources and snacks and just, again, light and heat and places to power up. So that was really excellent. We did, at one point, have to evacuate the library on the Thursday of the Kenneth fire. And that was about, I think, 2 p.m. we evacuated. But the next day, we were open right again. And I think it was thanks to the EOC being in operations that Kenneth fire was really put out so quickly. I mean, they really had a handle on it.
Yes.
So that was wonderful.
No, you guys, everyone did an amazing job. I have to say, I have a lot of friends that were affected with the power outages, and we did instruct them to come to everything that the city did during that, just kind of like made people feel more at home and realize like we are a community and where everyone is here to
Yeah.
help. So that was an amazing service that everybody provided from the city. And I know you guys put in a lot of hours, and I think I can safely say the community really appreciated it.
Oh, good. I'm glad to, yeah, that was a scary time.
It's scary, yeah.
So that's all I really have. Again, for the next agenda, I'm going to recommend some changes to the library fees. I'm looking at what other libraries are doing it. We're going to add some insurance requirements. There's some things now that we're not getting the funding from Hidden Hills. Want to change a couple things. And that's it if you have any questions. Anything
And
else?
then the other thing that we had talked about was the room rental fees, to kind of be at par a little
Yeah,
bit
yeah,
with
yeah.
what was
That's,
going on.
that's
with-
what it's going to be.
Yeah, okay, yeah, because I think that's really, really important.
Yeah.
It's like that, those are great spaces for people to be able to utilize. And I know that there's a lot of, including ones that I sit on, lots of nonprofit organizations that are always looking for meeting spaces or places for kids to gather and everything. So I think that's really important that we get some revenue from that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, that would be great if we could add that.
Okay, good.
And I have just a question, I don't even know if it affects us, but I noticed that they've changed the parking to 2 hours.
Yes.
Along, whatever that road is,
Park Sorrento.
Is that a problem? Is there enough parking in the lot for people to come to the library, or?
I think, yes, there is at this time. You know, they're planning on building in the parking lot next to the Hilton Garden Inn. So what they're trying to do really is have staff park away from the buildings so that patrons can use it. And they're trying to eliminate staff from parking near the senior center so that the seniors have enough parking. Most people use that parking in the front to like come in and, you know, quickly return their books and check out some books. Anybody that's going to stay long-term would probably park across the street or in the Caruso lot, the Commons lot. Yeah.
Do any of the commissioners have any updates or events that they would like to talk about, Lily, at school? Is there anything going on that we should know about? I know spring break is around the corner.
Well, second semester just started, and it was just like finals week. We just finished finals. They were pushed back a week because of the fires. But second semester is pretty much all that's going on right now. I think we have like a motivational speaker tomorrow, which is just something that's going on.
Oh,
But
that's
other than
nice.
that, it's pretty chill in the high school area.
Okay. That's good. All right, and then Mark, did you have anything that you wanted to?
Nothing to announce, but I would like to go back and add something for next time, which would be maybe we should look at the e-book budget, because if that's pulling more and we no longer have those funds, maybe we need to shift more from somewhere to that.
You know, actually, we have decreased our physical item budget and increased the digital
Okay.
budget. Frankly, we spend a lot of money on DVDs, and really, people are not checking out DVDs. They're doing so we've taken a lot from that, and physical audio books, CDs, books on CD, were really, really expensive. But now we have Cloud Library, and most
Yeah.
people are downloading
That
the
works great.
audiobooks. So we've stopped a lot of that. So we have shifted the budget around.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'd just like to add, I know it's not new, but I know that you put updates in the Acorn newspaper of all the library events, and I just wanted to comment that I think that's great, commend you for that. It's one more thing on your to-do list, I'm sure, but it really gets the word out to our community. You know, they may not check the website, but the newspaper, I think, you know, gives a lot of people the information, so hats off to you.
And, you know, we also have social media,
I
as
was
we've
gonna
talked
say,
about,
yeah,
right?
And then there's definitely from the students' perspective, everything that, I know Lily helps with that as well, everything that we do on social media, it's amazing. Some of these programs are just, like, they're just so cute that kids need to know that they're there. And I think the attendance that you've been having shows that people are paying attention, and the information's getting out there. So you guys have good attendance for the book clubs too. So it's amazing that we have all of these things so close to home, and the more people that get to utilize them. It's all because of you guys, so thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Is there anything else?
I was going to mention the next meeting.
I was gonna ask, yes.
Okay, so weirdly, I'm not here either the first Monday of March or the third Monday of March. But, and I don't think we need another meeting, a meeting each month. I don't know if we have enough to talk about. And I want to ask about April because of spring break.
Spring break.
So our regular meeting would be on the third Monday, which is April 21st. Easter is April 20th.
Yes.
But I also looked at the LVUSD calendar, and and the 21st is actually a holiday
It's a
too.
holiday too. Mhm.
Can we have it on the 21st, or do you think people will be away?
I'll be here, probably. I mean,
Because you have to go to school the next day.
yeah. I'll be here. So
Okay,
Yeah, and I'm good with it.
You're good?
So, yeah. Mhm.
okay. You'll be out of town. Is there another day you'll be?
just do what you need to do, and hopefully, I'm going to be out of town a lot from March forward.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right.
So March 21st is, I think.
April.
April. Oh, sorry,
April 21st.
Yeah.
So that works? Okay, good. That's our regularly scheduled
Okay.
meeting
All
date,
right.
the third Monday of each month.
And maybe just pass it by Julie, but I'm sure
Okay.
they'll be fine.
We keep trying to change the meeting dates to a different day, because Mondays are always
Yes, you were
holidays.
saying, yeah.
But this room is booked all the time. It's
Mm-hmm.
just with all
Well,
the
how many
commissions.
do we need to have if Mark's going to be out of town? How many people do we need
We
to have?
always need to have 3 for a quorum. and-
Including
and-
the student member?
No, Julie Shai-Sobel is the
Oh,
other
Julie,
member.
okay.
And I hoped that we'll have another member. Councilman
there's one
Bazagian
left to
needs to appoint
Okay,
a member.
all right, okay.
So we
Generally
normally
we're
have
full.
5
Yeah.
and Lily as a student member.
So hopefully by April, there'll be enough
Yes,
people. Okay.
so that should work.
Okay, I want to thank everyone and stay warm. Apparently, we're going to have rain again. So we are in the official winter of California, so we'll have some rain this week again. Everybody stay warm, but thank you so much for everything and everything that you guys did during the fires. Once again, I want to say it was an amazing effort that was very much appreciated by the community. I got a lot of messages from a lot of people that were just happy that there was a place locally for them to go and that they didn't have to go anywhere. And with that, I am going to adjourn the meeting for the Library Commission today and wish everybody a great week. Thank you.